Well, hello, Daddy's Workshop. It has been a while. Many things have changed since the last video I posted, and I wanted to give you guys an update onto exactly everything that's going on. So, in one of the last videos I put up, I alluded to the fact that I was moving, and this is my new shop that I moved into. So, I left California. In fact, I left the US. I got transferred to Switzerland for work, and I am currently living in the canton of Vaud. Cantons are another way for calling something a state. And so I had to sell my beautiful house in California, and I lost my 3-car garage workshop, and now I'm in a basement. And the space that I am in is about the size of a 1-car garage. So I think it's about 14 feet. And you'll notice all of my tools are here, and even some new ones that I'll end up going into. And I have this lovely plastic barrier that I use to keep dust out of the house. So again, like I said, I'm in a basement. I'm in what's called a villa. In the US, we would call it a row house. It's 4 floors, and the basement's obviously on the bottom. And so that some of the basement can get used for the other family members, I went ahead and I put up this painter's tarp, taped it to the ceiling. And yeah, but that actually brings me to today's video. Other than looking at my brand new shop and what I get to work with, the big problem that I have here is there's not a ton of circulation. Now, in most houses in the US, there is some kind of ventilation that runs through basements, whether it is set up with, an HVAC system or not. But here in Switzerland, they don't really do that. Or at least the house I'm in, they don't. So I have this open port area, which is fine. But the big problem with it, as you guys are going to see, is a big piece of glass up there, which means ventilation is quite poor. And the only thing I really get out of opening up this window is a bunch of moisture in this room. So that's not something I'm looking forward to dealing with at all. So what I've decided to go ahead and do is do something that I think will increase my productivity in the shop. And I think that it has also catapulted me to the next level of woodworking, because the people who buy these things, are people who do a lot of woodworking and are really concerned about their health, and are constantly in these spaces longer. So it makes me think, by buying this unit that I bought, I am definitely going to go ahead and be in this shop a lot more. So I figured I would go ahead and show it to you now. That is it. This is the Powermatic PM 1250 Micro Dust Extractor. And I went ahead and I found this online at a Swiss website. I had to buy it from Germany. I believe the price on it was $5.29 or it was either $5.29 or $5.99, which was a great deal for it, because back home I think that they're going for almost $700, $630, $650, something like that. So this is a great deal to go ahead and have. All in all, I had this shipped to my house from the United Kingdom, as you can see, from the UK. I think I was at $660 in the Swiss franc, which is probably just under $800, just under $750. So $750 with shipping. Not that bad. I'm actually very happy I was able to get it. The only issue that it has is this guy right here. 230 volts, 50 hertz. All of my equipment in here runs on 120 volts, 60 hertz. And in order to make all of my American equipment work so that I can turn everything on, I bought one of these. This is a 5,000 volt converter. You'll notice that it has 220 volts there and 110 volts here. And the way that this guy is designed is, I'll turn it on now. You can hear it pops. See this little guy waggling back and forth. Basically, it's called a step-down converter. It's taking 220 and it's dropping it down to 110, and then I have all of my systems plugged into here, and I've got another one sitting over there. But all of my tools are on it, and they all work just fine. No issues with any of them whatsoever. Nothing really goes ahead and gives me any problems. I can tell you this, for those of you that are thinking about doing the transatlantic move into an environment where they use 220 instead of 110, your chargers will work, but they need a system like this to go ahead and work. If you take your general charger and you hook it up to a 220 system, you will have serious battery problems because of the way that the energy is regulated throughout the system. There's a bunch of forums that explain this much, much better than I do, but what I can tell you is the biggest thing that I read on the forums is that these guys right here need to be running at 110, or I have to get new chargers. Batteries aren't going to be a problem. It's literally the charger that's the problem. I've used my US batteries on Swiss tools and UK tools or EU tools since I got here, and they work just fine. They're just as powerful. There's no lag. There's no issues. You know, a cell is a cell. It really just has to do with how is that cell charged, and that's where these would need to then go ahead and be changed. But all of you are here not just to listen to me yammer on, but you want to see what's going on in this box. And I got to be honest with you, I want to see what's going on in this box. So let's go ahead and open it up together.